Titan Fitness has just released a limited edition power bar with special coating and end caps. You know we need to discuss, review, and analyze it on this Home Gym Weekend Review. The No Fate channel checking in. Jonathan here with another Home Gym Week in Review.
Can you explain to me what week in review means? Is it supposed to be every week or just whenever you decide to show up?
And with the limited edition, limited quantity release from Titan Fitness of their Medusa power bar, you know we need to discuss it. Now, limited releases when it comes to many companies aren't new. We see this very often with supplement companies, clothing companies, even candy companies and energy drink companies, and they have made their way to home gym equipment manufacturers. These limited releases and limited quantities are a great way for home gym manufacturers to kind of entice you to buy another barbell that you just frankly don't need.
No! No!
Now, Titan Fitness has done this in the past. They sold a Moby Dick power bar. It was white Cerakote with gold sleeves and some beautiful end caps, and I picked it up before it sold out. It sold out, I think, in a day or two, but it was priced at $250. And when it comes to a decent Cerakote power bar that looks really nice, hey, $250 isn't really that high. Even Rep Fitness Equipment is no stranger to limited releases. When they released their Arcadia Max functional trainer, it came in white and black, but they did have limited quantity with only 100 units to sell of a specialized skin, and they sold that at an increased upcharge compared to the other models. Before I dive in to do a Titan Fitness Medusa power bar limited quantity review, I do want to know from you, comment down below your thoughts on home gym equipment manufacturers doing these limited edition runs. I'm going to give you mine at the end of today's video, but I do want to hear from you.
I want the truth!
Titan Fitness limited edition Medusa power bar. Now, the only content creator that got this bar in advance was Coop from Garage Gym Reviews, better known as Pillar 4. They have an understanding with Titan Fitness. They get all of the products that Titan Fitness puts out in advance to do their work and create their review, in large part because Garage Gym Reviews is such a big channel and Pillar 4 has so many different companies underneath their belt. They are a mass monster, so to speak, in the space. I will say Coop on his review said that this barbell looked sick, but let's dive into this $350 power bar. Now keep in mind, when it comes to a foreign-made power bar, $350 for a Cerakote finish it's up there compared to the competition. Just as a quick reference, Rep Fitness, also a foreign-made power bar. Their double black diamond power bar delivered, comes in at $300, and you can get it in a bunch of different colors, as you know, including green, and it does have its own little nice end cap here. That's a metal end cap that has a nice little bit of a design here. Not as probably as outstandish, as special as the Medusa, because the Medusa is limited edition, and this double black diamond you can pick up any day of the week. You could even get it in stainless steel for $400, or if you wanted to spend the same amount of money as the Medusa, you could get this in stainless steel with hard chrome sleeves. Now, what does this barbell do that makes it special? Number one, it's got a 2,000-pound weight capacity.
I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
So if you were not satisfied by your 1,000-pound weight capacity of your Amazon barbell, or maybe your $1,500 capacity of your other premium barbells,
those are rookie numbers in this racket.
This one's going to be able to handle your 2,000-pound lifts. Also, it comes with what is considered a special sleeve coating, cool graphite PVD. Now, I have no idea what that means. Allegedly, it is supposed to hold up the coating on the sleeves much better with the wear and tear of putting a bunch of plates on and off the bar. Now, I will, in comparison to the Moby Dick bar, which is the only one I have to compare this to, say that the Moby Dick sleeves are fantastic. They have held up, and I abuse those things. I think in my video, I put a plate on and off 100 times just to see if it had any scratches, and I constantly throw that thing into my landmine. Now, after over a year of rugged use, it does have scratches on it, but considering how brutal I am to it, I think it has held up well. So it is nice to see that they are again focusing on these sleeve coatings to improve it, because frankly, those are usually the first things to go with excessive use. Also, in terms of coatings, you've got a Cerakote coating, but it's got a specialized FX Ranger Cerakote, and I think that just has to do with the coloring. But from all accounts, I mean, Coop said it was sick, that the coating is great. Now, these marketing photos with the snake came out great. They look good. It's a different type of green than many of us are probably used to buying in terms of what is offered. And it's nice to see companies put out new colors, even if of course this is green, there's other green Cerakote bars, but it's nice to see a different shade of green, maybe a different coating to give it some different light bounce when you're using it, when the light hits it different. And of course, when you throw a snake on top of it, it's probably going to look better as well, at least a lot cooler. Let's look at some of the other fun facts. 29 millimeter, it's got bronze bushings, and again, it is a Cerakote power bar with some pretty decent tolerances, especially for Titan Fitness, and it does look cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but keep in mind, their limited edition Moby Dick bar sold out in, I wanna say, 2 days. We are on day like 4 or 5 of this, and it's still not sold out. So either they went to the well a little bit too much, got a little too greedy by how many they have produced, or people are off put by the $350 charge. Again, the Moby Dick Power Bar came in at $250, which is very competitive for a Cerakote power bar that looks good, that has some special etching and specialized end caps. Reference again, Rep Fitness comes in $350 delivered for stainless steel and $300 for Cerakote, and you can pick this up in green if you want. Rogue Fitness, a company that is known to make products in-house, aka made in America. And if you wanted to go with the Rogue Power Bar, you can pick one up for about $350. You could get it customized, but unfortunately the customization of their power bars starts off at $355, and it just goes up from there. I mean, obviously it's nice to pick your own coloring, but as soon as you put lettering in, this would be something really like a one of one if you really wanted to specialize and get yourself something with regards to having your own words on it, having your own logo. The problem then becomes it gets really jacked up, and you're probably gonna be looking at like $400 or $500 for a bar that has your own accoutrement on here. I will say, after looking at $500, the $350 doesn't sound so bad, but let's look at some of the other competition. Texas Power Bar. This is a power bar company that's been around for a while. I have not used or reviewed any of their equipment, so I'm not speaking to any of it, but I will say this comes in $350 as well, and you've got a number of different color options to choose from. But again, some people might want the limited edition factor that comes with getting the Medusa bar, because it does look good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna pretend to be a Titan Fitness hater. It just simply looks good. Now, the problem with this limited edition release is that they've done this in the past. This isn't the first time they've put out the Medusa Power Bar or the Medusa series. So even though it says limited edition, if you think that that barbell is going to be worth something in the future, it's going to be worth whatever you can get on Amazon for a powerlifting bar coated in Cerakote. This thing is not going to have any type of special financial value. It's not going to have any resale value, because a year from now, 2 years from now, rest assured, Titan Fitness will come back and release this, especially if this sells out quickly. And looking at their Moby Dick Power Bar, they sold out initially. They did come back, and I think they put a few more on the market like months and months later, and I would expect that they're going to have next year another Moby Dick Power Bar release, just to kind of drive up the hype and get some sales. Now, a lot of people are going to be fine with paying $350 for a power bar, frankly, because some of the competition, this American barbell power bar, comes in at $460. So you see, once you go from foreign to US made, the price typically gets much higher, much quicker. And I know a lot of people don't necessarily care where their barbell is made as long as it just arrives unscratched. Now, looking quickly on Amazon on the cheaper side of things, this Synergy Rhino Cerakote Power Bar comes in 1,500 pound rating, $250. So for people who are looking to get a power bar on a budget, they are out there, especially even if you wanted a Cerakote finish. And at the end of the day, I don't fault anybody for pulling this bar and getting it. It does look great. I think for many people that are subscribers to my channel, it's not as though they need a power bar. Most people already have multiple bars in their gym that are collecting dust, and many people want to get the next great power bar or the next just amazing bar because they think it's going to be a better lifting experience or whatever, and it's just not. Now, I'm not going to come out here and be a complete hypocrite. I too have way more barbells than I absolutely need. I've got a few that I have because they just look cool, and then I went ahead and bought more because, yeah, they looked cool. And I know for a fact I got the Colorado bar, I got the double black diamond bar because I wanted the red and black, and they are fantastic bars for me. I don't know if any of you professionals will be able to tell the difference between this and something more premium, but I have had no problem lifting with these, and they've clearly been able to handle my lifts. But it's nice that they have held up, and I think if you get the limited edition power bar, it's going to hold up. It's going to look good. It's going to hold up. You're not going to feel like you got ripped off, even though $350 is a little bit on the higher side. And I think that's why we're seeing this barbell not sell out even a week after its initial release. When it comes to limited edition for home gym equipment, I'm not at all mad at it. The competitive space of the home gym industry is brutal, and it's only going to get worse as people have been for years filling their home gyms with equipment that doesn't go bad, it doesn't break, there's no need to really replace it. And these companies have to do something to distinguish themselves from the competition because they're pushing their foreign-made power bar against everyone else's foreign-made power bar. And oh, by the way, these bars are made probably in the same exact factory.
As you all know, first prize is a Cadillac Eldorado. Anybody want to see second prize? Second prize is a set of steak knives.
Now, I do caution that the hype is real when it comes to these limited edition, and a lot of people get a serious case of FOMO when they see that there's limited quantities and they feel like they need to buy it. The Titan Fitness Medusa Power Bar definitely looks sick. And I will say it's gonna stand out in your barbell collection, and I do like the fact that they send an extra end cap as a collector's item. But for $350, whew, there's a lot of competition that's probably going to have maybe better tolerances or even better performance when it comes to a power bar. And the fact that you could go over to Rogue Fitness and buy an American-made power bar for $300 or $350 is something you're probably going to want to consider. I want to continue this discussion in the comments below, and here are two more amazing home gym equipment reviews for you to watch. As usual, thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.
He's not coming back.